WHIO, Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hey, what time is it?
It's showtime! Look, it's showtime!
Am I late?
We were just about to begin with lunch.
It's showtime!
Oh, this will be great.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Beautiful beer in cans or in bottles or straight from the glass. Beer, beautiful beer. There's no finer way for the hours to pass. Fill up your glasses and raise them up high. There's no other person as lucky as I. Beer, beautiful beer. Fill up your glasses with beer.
Beer.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. It's National Logger Day. Not logger as in I'm going to go cut down some trees. Logger. Beer. So all you lager lovers out there, today is your day. Tonight on the show, we've got an interesting study on monogamy. Apparently, on the chart of people who are most monogamous, humans not at the top. In the top 10, but apparently there are animals that are more monogamous than us. Interesting. It just caught my attention today. Also, coming up after 6:30, we have some special guests in tonight. This is exciting. You know, the Nutcracker opens at the Schuster Center on the 13th and runs through the 22nd. And we're going to have folks here from the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance. Brittany Laughlin, she is the Vice President and Marketing Director and Audience Development, coordinator. Well, she's a VP there at the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance, as well as the maestro himself, Kitaro Harada. He's the conductor of the Dayton Philharmonic. He'll be back on the show. He's he holds the designation as the only maestro to ever be on the Evening Edge. And then also Brandon Ragland. He is the artistic director of the Dayton Ballet. They're going to be here for a little bit talking about this year's Nutcracker. And it's a Dayton tradition. And I'm very excited to have them on the show. First thing we got to talk about, of course, is the weather. So I'm here at the studios on South Main. And am I right, Parker? Look out the window. Nothing is really happening, right? I mean, we're not seeing anything now. It's a little windy, more so than normal. So that's about what we're looking at. But I know that there's some snowy conditions up north, Champaign County, Bell Fountain area, maybe Urbana. And then there's a mix of snow and rain, just south of that. But as I look at the radar, it looks like everything sort of Dayton south is just sprinkles, rain, whichever. My wife, she sent me a text, and she's coming home from the Centerville area, and she said that kind of a little mix, but it's just mostly light, so nothing too much. But the big deal is going to be tomorrow night and then into Saturday. So tomorrow night, from what I've seen, it's supposed to come overnight, like while we're sleeping. So Friday morning's commute, I think, is going to be a challenge. But then on Saturday is when we're supposed to get the heavier snow. And I think they're calling for 2 to 5 inches. So that's going to be happening Saturday. Hopefully it won't intrude on me being out at the Kroger there at Cornerstone, on Cornerstone, there near Feedwire and Wilmington Pike from 10 to noon with the Salvation Army ringing the bell, because I got my larger size pink bunny rabbit suit today from A Christmas Story. I got the one in the mail the other day, as I mentioned last night, a little snug. in the places you don't want it to be snug. So I got a bigger one, and it was delivered today, and I can't wait to get home and throw it on and model it for all the edgeheads out there that follow me on Facebook. And now, Parker, I'll send you a special text.
Can't wait.
Okay. So the other thing I wanted to get into here at the beginning of the show, it has to do with social media. Now, we all know social media has had a huge influence on our culture. Some people will say it's been positive. Some people will say it's been negative. I personally think overall it's probably been positive. However, we know that there's all kinds of negativity that comes with people being online. People feel like they are somehow protected and they can say and do whatever they want directed at other people. And at times it's very, very vicious. And this not just goes for children, but it also goes for adults. We've all seen it. If you've been online and on social media, you know what I'm talking about. But today was the day in Australia where the ban went into effect for social media for kids under the age of 16. So if you are under the age of 16 in Australia, you're not allowed to be on social media. If the kids down there have an account, it will be deactivated. The parents they can't even give you permission to sign up for this. And this is the first country that has ever instituted such a ban like this of the free world. I don't know how it's like in China. I mean, I know they've got their own social media platforms. Maybe they're restrictive over there. I don't know that they are, but this is the one that people are really paying attention to. And this goes for TikTok, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and Threads. They're all on the banned list. Now, here's the thing that I think that's interesting. You know, there's going to be kids who are going to try to get past this, right? They're going to try to figure out how to create an account and sneak past this ban. But the kids and the parents are not the ones who are going to be punished if they violate. And the way they've set this up, and I'd be curious to see how this works, is that the social media companies are the ones who are going to be fined. So even if the kids are trying to, create their own accounts and manage to do so, there's no repercussions, even though it's been banned. In fact, the story that I saw says that social media companies face fines up to $32 million for serious or repeated breaches of this policy. So I guess if they just turn a blind eye and they kind of determine that they're just letting the kids sign up and don't really care, don't check it, then maybe that's where the violation comes. But the reason I bring it up is I'm curious if parents here, and I'm sure there are many, and I'd love to hear from you, if you have banned your children from using social media. Because, I've talked to parents off and on over the years about this on the show and even just in public, hearing stories about kids that are being bullied and the negative influences. The big thing that I hear a lot, especially on Instagram, how it affects young women. The teenage girls who, sometimes fall into eating disorders because of the influences that they're seeing. It's crazy on TikTok. But I'm just wondering if parents of the edgehead, you edgeheads that have kids, have you had these conversations with your children and have you banned them completely? And at what age do you lift the ban? Because it would be very hard, I think, to be in high school in today's world, period. But it would be even more difficult to be in high school when you aren't on social media and all your friends are on social media. Because A, you feel like you're missing out, which is it's a huge problem. And it's not just for kids. I mean, adults have FOMO, right? That's a big deal. But then also, are they talking about you? maybe not even necessarily in a negative way, but you don't know what's going on. So I'd just be curious what kind of conversations parents have had with their kids in social media, because my child is now going on 30, and when he was at home, it wasn't like it is now. I mean, there was YouTube, but it was just different. The social media wasn't the same as it is now. So if you got a thought on that, 937-457-1290.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
Double D.
H.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
You didn't think I was live? What? Are you talking to me, Joel? I'm live. And as far as I can tell, the YouTube channel's working, so I don't know what issue Harvey was seeing. I think everything is up and running as normal. If it's not, please, somebody let me know. And the phones go crazy. Well, let me double check. Yeah, right there. There it says I'm live. So I don't know what the issue is. Dennis, I've heard rumors that it's going to be on December 27th. Saturday, December 27th is the date that I've been told.
Another superload moves through Greene County tomorrow. We'll have that for you at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream. It's rolling on Facebook and YouTube. These stories come up from time to time here on the Evening Edge. I got this from my wife. There's a video sort of, I guess, going viral on TikTok of a woman who claims that she bought a piggy bank from a Goodwill, not locally, but she paid $10.99 for this piggy bank. She took it home and she's doing a video, and I see videos like this, and I really question whether they're authentic, because you could just fake so much just to get the clicks. And that's how these people make money. The more you watch, the more you like, whatever it is, some of these folks make money. And that's how they make a living. But she found this piggy bank. She says that was on one of those carts that they bring out from the back. They bring out the carts and all the junk sitting there, and before they get a chance to put it out on the shelves, people will pilfer through and take what they want. Well, she got this piggy bank and she took it home, and she said that she saw that there was something inside. Now, it wasn't rattling, it wasn't change, but there was something inside. And apparently, if it's true, whoever got the piggy bank at the Goodwill didn't bother to look inside. But she opens up the bottom little rubber closer, and she starts pulling out these plastic like shopping bags, like little shopping bags. And when something is wrapped inside, and she keeps pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling it out. And according to the video, she finds $2,028 in cash. All bills, no change, just cash. And the question always is, well, do you return it? Right? And I remember getting into trouble one night on the show because I made some comment about somebody finding something like this and not returning it. And I'm like, I wouldn't return it, blah, blah, blah. But we kind of determined that there's an amount that you would return to the store and an amount that you would just keep. For example, years ago, I bought a pair of khaki pants at a Goodwill and took it home. I didn't try them on. I knew what size I needed. I took them home. I tried them on, showed them off to my wife. I put my hands in the pocket. I pulled out $27 in cash. That bought beer for the night, which was kind of nice. But certainly $2,000, you'd have to take back, right? Somebody's going to come looking for this. Now, even if they forgot that there was money in there, once they see the video that goes viral of their, wait a second, that was my piggy bank. You've got to take it back, right? I would think $2,000 too much. I think anything below 100, you could probably keep. Goes much higher than that, you might really want to think about returning it to the store and say, hey, I found this. But $2,000, yeah, you got to take it back.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
I don't know, man. $2,000. That's a lot of money. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't, if that happened to me, I think I would return it, but I sure as heck wouldn't make a video of it. Right? I wouldn't brag about it. Because if I wavered any, I wouldn't want anything to trace it back to me. Right? Somebody sees a video and like, hey, that's my money. I'm going to find out who that person is. Find out where they live. I'm a little ignorant. Is that the head coach? Oh, wow. Did you hear that, Heather? Heather on the live stream is a big Michigan fan. I think Clinton as well. I guess Michigan, University of Michigan, right? University of Michigan just fired their head coach, their football coach. Apparently, he was having an inappropriate relationship with a coworker. Uh-oh. Oh, Heather or Clinton, you're Florida. Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember. I just know you don't like Ohio. Ohio State, right? That's what it is. Well, here's what I would say, Colleen. I know what you're saying, and I feel and agree with your sentiments. However, I'm not thinking about the store. I'm thinking about the person who donated the bank, maybe not realizing that their money was in there. So, you know what I think I would do? I would say, hey, if somebody comes and says that they, lost their money, have them contact me. I would probably not try to put goodwill in the middle of that. You know what I mean? Or go to the police. Go to the police. Well, I don't know that you find out who donated it, but I think if somebody came back like a week later and said, hey, I donated a pink piggy bank because it was pink and it had flowers on it. I saw the video. I didn't mention that in the story, but it was a pink piggy bank with flowers on it. And they said, hey, I donated a piggy bank. I forgot there was money in it. Though, here's the thing, though. Somebody could see that video and go back to the Goodwill and say, hey, I donated that piggy bank. That piggy bank's mine. Now, how would they know that it wasn't them? Right? They could have just seen the video and said, oh, I'm going to figure out which Goodwill they went to. People are sneaky. Oh, hell, just keep the money then. I guess it's too much to think about. See, I could see somebody. Okay, I'm going to save it for the air. Save it for the air.
Or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you. You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. So before the news, I was talking about the story of a woman who did a video on TikTok where she claims that she bought a piggy bank for $10.99 at a Goodwill. And she found inside, wrapped in plastic bags and tied together, $2,028. And my feeling is that much money, you got to return it. But some people on the live stream brought up a really good point. One, if I were going to return it, I don't know that I would actually return the cash. I think I would, now that I think about it, I think I would contact the store and say, if anybody comes in and says that they donated a pink piggy bank with flowers on it, which I saw the video and that's what the piggy bank looks like, have them get in touch with me. Because maybe somebody will realize in a week or two, oh, God, I forgot there was $2,000 in that piggy bank. Now, the first mistake that this TikToker did was she made the video and she put it out there. Because now somebody could come back and say, they're lying and say, oh, I saw that video. I'm going to figure out which Goodwill she went to. Maybe she knows this person. And she goes in, or she or he or whoever say, I donated my piggy bank or my kid's piggy bank and I shouldn't have, and blah, blah, blah. How do you know that it wasn't them that donated it, right? Like you don't know. I think what you do is you don't involve the people at the Goodwill. I don't think I would do that. I think I would go to the cops and I would say, here's what happened. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, my piggy bank, I donated my piggy bank. It had $2,000 in it. Can you help me try to figure out who has it or whatever? Then maybe, right? Because if somebody's going to the cops, you're going to have to sort of give them the benefit of the doubt that they are being truthful. Not everybody's going to be truthful if they went to the cops and said, hey, I need your help finding my piggy bank that had $2,000 in it. But I think you would believe that, yeah, they're probably being truthful. So that's the way I would do it. And if nobody shows up, say maybe a week or 2 weeks, maybe even a month, 30 days, then it's yours. I think that's what I would do. I don't know that I would just immediately go back and give it back to the people at the Goodwill, because who knows what they're going to do with it. You know, you think that they're going to try to find the no. They're going to keep it. They're going to keep it. They don't care. So that's what I would do. I think I would go to the cops, say, I found this. And if anybody shows up asking about it, then maybe we can talk. I think that's what I would do. Definitely $2,000. But again, $100, maybe not. If you got a comment on that, 937-457-1290. The other thing that I just heard Ron Otto in his newscast, we had breaking news, and I broke this to a couple of Michigan fans on the live stream, that they fired their head coach, their head football coach, Sharon Moore. And it's because they found credible evidence that he was having some sort of relationship with a staff member, which they say is a violation. Now, is it a violation because he's married? That's what I'm wondering. Or is it a violation for somebody in that position, a head coach of a major, university, to have any sort of romantic entanglement with a coworker? Or do we, I don't think they're saying it's a student or a student worker or whatever, right? Parker, you look at me.
Yes.
Yeah. So
statement said it was against university policy.
So I guess it's probably against policy for somebody maybe of that level to have a relationship with, I guess you would call an insubordinate. Is that right? Or subordinate? Not insubordinate, but a subordinate.
Staff member of some kind. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, could like the equipment manager have a relationship with another coworker? Right. I think it gets into that sort of power imbalance kind of thing. But he is married. He is married. So that complicates it even more. That's not a good look. That's a messy look. And speaking of which, I just by chance had this story. A new Cambridge study says humans are the 7th most monogamous creatures on the planet. Only the 7th. You want to know who's more monogamous than humans? Number 1 is the California deer mouse. They say that once the California, I know Parker kind of made a weird look. The deer mouse, yeah. The California deer mouse. They say once a deer mouse mates, it mates for life with that same other deer mouse. Very monogamous. Number 2, the African wild dog. Very monogamous. Now, I've never heard of this. The Damaraland mole rat. Pretty monogamous. The mustache tamarin. The Ethiopian wolf. And the Eurasian beaver. All more monogamous than human beings. Then we show up on the list. And behind us is the Lar white-handed gibbon, the meerkat, and then the gray wolf. That rounds up the top 10. Interestingly enough, the least monogamous animal on this table, the Soy sheep. Apparently, they go to town and with whoever, whenever, doesn't matter. They're something else. But anyway, yeah, I had that story just by chance, and then we have this story about the coach getting fired because he was screwing around. 937-457-1290. Also on the subject of dating, I saw this today, and I was having a conversation with Nick Foley from News Center 7, morning news anchor, sometimes noon anchor, about AI and chatbots. This was a big story yesterday where there's like a high percentage of teenagers who have revealed, I think it was like 41%, have relationships. Now, it doesn't say what kind of relationship, but they have relationships with these AI chatbots. Now, if you don't know what a chatbot is, it's AI. It's a person, or I wouldn't say it's a person, but it portrays a person. It has a name. Often you can name them whatever you want to name them. And they engage with you on a level that is not too dissimilar to what you might engage with a friend via text. And that's what these chatbots are. But the thing that's I found interesting is that there's an AI company who just opened the first AI dating cafe in New York. And what this is how strange things have become with this AI, is that if you, whether you're married or not, have a romantic relationship with an AI chatbot, this cafe is the place that you can go for a romantic evening. Now, I don't know exactly what makes it so romantic, like what sort of features they have. I mean, obviously, it's a very inexpensive date because you're only eating for one, right? You're buying coffee for yourself, you're buying your dinner, whatever it might be. The AI chatbot, you don't have to buy anything for. So that's kind of nice. But this is going, here's what I think. I think that this is going to become more common. And part of this story, it says that 2 in 5, 41%, say that they would accept that their partner is having a close relationship with an AI and not see it as a threat. While 43% say they would be uncomfortable with it, and 16% would consider it emotional cheating. What a weird world we live in now, where somebody could become engaged at that level with zeros and ones. I mean, that's what it is, right? It's just data. Zeros and ones. And that this is going to, I'm telling you, this is going to destroy relationships in marriage. You know, a lot of people have the same feeling and the same view about pornography. Some people, not all, but some people, you know, if you found out that your spouse was viewing that, some would consider that cheating. This isn't any different. In fact, I think this is probably even worse. But at least there's a cafe in New York that they can go to on a nice romantic date.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It's weird. It's just weird. You know, the AI chatbot thing. I mean, I think about the comparison to pornography, and it's like if somebody's using pornography, there's probably many reasons that somebody's doing it and whatever. I'm not here to judge anybody. But it's like it's a very sort of observational kind of thing, right? You're not engaging with anybody. You're not talking to anybody. You're just looking at something. But if you're having like a relationship with somebody, now I know that there are AI chatbots that could be useful. And I talked about this one time. There was I think on Facebook through Meta or whatever, whatever Messenger is, you can chat with a chatbot. And I told my wife I was doing this, I chatted with a therapist, not because I needed any therapy, though I probably do need therapy, but I chatted with it just to sort of see how it works. So I went to this chat bot with, an issue, and it engaged with me, and it was very interesting, but the 2 or 3 days, and I know it was only 2 or 3 days, just off and on going back and forth, it never really amounted to anything useful. I was like, well, I could get more in a actual session with a real therapist. So, weird world that we live in.
Or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
Another super load set to go for Thursday. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Now, to get back to this show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Let me talk to Mike in South Vienna. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Todd, always enjoy the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do.
I was calling about a couple things on the piggy bank story.
Yeah.
One thing, I think most people would, if you talk to, I'm not an attorney, but before you involve the police and anything, you might want to talk to your attorney, because how that could come out might surprise you. The other thing I wanted to say real quick was, this been many years ago, I knew a guy who was helping an auctioneer set up an estate sale in a yard.
Yeah.
And there was like a broken chalk piggy bank. It was like cracked or chipped. So the auctioneer told him, so we'll just throw it in the dumpster. Nobody will buy that. So he shook it and he didn't hear anything. Threw it in the dumpster, and it had like $400 in it.
Wow, like it broke open and he
so
saw the cash?
He turned it into the auctioneer, and the auctioneer gave it to the estate.
Well, that's what you should do. I mean,
Yeah.
My late father was an auctioneer, and yeah, you got to do that kind of thing. So I get it. All right, Mike, thanks. I appreciate it. Real quickly, David in Kettering. What's up, David? Hey. Hello.
Hold on. All right.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had it on the car speaker there. I just wanted to weigh in on your AI girlfriend thing. I kind of agree with you. I think that's going to cause a lot of problems because, you're looking at a brand of emotional cheating, I think.
Yeah.
I think to a lot of people, they're going to look at that and say, oh, so you're not getting emotionally from their partner that, what they should be getting. So
yeah,
I agree with you. I think that's going to be a huge problem come down the road, because while it's, AI is neat and cool and all that, I do think it's going to cause problems going that route.
And it's very accessible. I was telling the people on the live stream during the commercial a number of months ago, just for fun, and I told my wife about this ahead of time. I talked to a AI chatbot therapist on Meta. I went to it. I went to it with a concern or a question, and it's a real question, and I'm not going to get into that, but I just wanted to see how it engaged.
Yeah.
And over 2 or 3 days of chatting, it really didn't go anywhere. I got absolutely no help or insight or anything. So I see that there's potential there, but yeah, we're going to have to watch that and be very, very careful for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, David. Appreciate it.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
Double D.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Who is that? So here's the question: how old is the daughter? Like, is she like 15? Or is she like 20 something? We could talk about that. That's interesting. Oh, well, that's interesting. We'll bring that up later.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hold on to your panties. The party is about to begin.
I can hardly wait.
I love this show. Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Are we ready?
Check 4.
You know what? Enough talk. It's showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
And now a holiday song made just for you. Todd, 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 Todd. Todd, 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 Todd. Merry Christmas, Todd. Todd, 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 Todd. It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And I got to give a shout out to all the librarians and library workers and library aides, maybe you're in high school. I was a library aide. It's National Dewey Decimal Day. So I'm thinking about you out there on this great day. The system that organized the books in a way that made it easy for everybody to find. And that amazing card catalog that is now all digital, I believe. But man, oh man, I loved working in the library. It was a lot of fun. So happy National Dewey Decimal Day to all the librarians and library workers out there. 937-457-1290 is our number. Coming up after 6:30, we have 3 guests scheduled to appear from the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance. The Nutcracker premieres this weekend at the Schuster Center. And this, of course, is a longtime Dayton tradition. They've been doing the Nutcracker now. I don't know exactly, but I like probably 50 years. Let's say that 50, maybe 40. We'll find out. They're going to be here after 6:30. And Brittany Laughlin, she's the Vice President of Marketing and Audience Development. She's going to be here. Maestro Kataro Harada, he's the conductor of the Dayton Philharmonic. And Brandon Ragland, he's the Artistic Director for the Dayton Ballet. They're going to be on the show, and we're going to be talking Nutcracker. And I'm very excited about this because I love creative people. And I am so interested in knowing how they collaborate on this type of thing because you want to keep it fresh, right? The Nutcracker story is a story that we all know. And if you've lived in Dayton for any amount of time, I bet at some point you've probably been to one of the performances. But you got to keep it fresh every year. You got to keep people interested and engaged. And how they do that. I mean, the music's already there, right? Tchaikovsky. It's already there. Isn't it Tchaikovsky? I think it's Tchaikovsky. But you gotta keep it fresh. So I'm very excited to talk to them about how they do that. So that's coming up after 6:30. Parker, excuse me. I know you're chatting with Ron, and that's fine. But I had a question. You told me something during the break that I wanted to talk about here. So I don't mean to interrupt. Hey, Ron, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
It's okay. We were just talking about exactly what we're about to talk about.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yes.
Oh, well, Ron, you want to get in on this too?
Ron, do you want to get in on the conversation?
No.
He says no. Okay.
No, I'm good. So you were telling me that there's now, and I don't know, is this the first time? Do we know if this is the first time that it's ever happened that there's a grandpa
unconfirmed first time
playing in the NFL?
Yes.
So, and this isn't a guy that's been playing like recently.
No, he's been out of the league for 5 years.
So who is it?
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers. Now,
yes.
who did he sign with?
He signed with the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, your team.
Yes, my team.
Yeah.
He played for the longest time with the Chargers. He spent 1 year with the Colts before he retired, but now he's coming back after the Colts lost every quarterback they have.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah. And he is a grandfather.
So he's a grandpa.
44 years old, and he's a grandfather.
Oh, he's a young grandpa.
Yes.
Wow, 44. And so his daughter had a baby, right? So how old was she, or how old is the daughter?
She is 23.
23. Oh, 23. Your age.
Yes, my age.
Wow. So,
and thank you to Ron Otto. He just confirmed that Phillip Rivers would be the second grandfather to have played in the NFL.
Oh, who was the first?
First one was Brett Favre.
Ah, yeah. Well, he played for he's long time. So I'm not surprised at that. But that's pretty cool.
Yes. So he's
there's hope for us old guys. Not that 44 is old by any stretch, but people of grandpa age.
But 10 children, 1 grandchild, and he's coming back to play football.
He's got 10 kids.
That's right.
Well, this tells me why he's a quarterback. He's got good aim.
And maybe he needs the cash for all these Christmas presents.
That could be. Though I would imagine that he probably did pretty well.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he's not hurting for cash.
And he's been coaching since he's been retired also. So
that's interesting. I mean, how do you go from, I know he's still active, maybe he's still working out, but he's probably not working out to the level of an NFL quarterback.
Right.
Like, how do you just jump back into that after being out for 5 years? I could see somebody maybe a year, because people are on injury lists for a year.
Right.
And they have to recoup and get into shape to play again. But 5 years.
5 years. That's right.
And I would think do you think that is harder to come back after 5 years and be a NFL quarterback? Or who was the guy that he was a pitcher and I don't know that he was a grandpa. He probably was, but there was a guy that made it to the majors who was he was up there. He was up there. Now, I don't know if he was 44. I can't think of his name. But he was a pitcher, and he finally, and I think there might have been a movie about it. Wasn't Dennis Quaid? Wasn't that the movie? Dennis Quaid played this pitcher.
I don't recall this.
You don't recall this?
No.
There's a great scene. And I swear it was based on a true story. Like he was a high school coach, and he started throwing batting practice. And he was throwing like at 95 miles an hour.
Oof.
And the students or the team, they were like, "Oh my God, coach, you can really throw that pill," as they say. And so finally he gets a tryout and he ends up making the majors.
Yeah.
And I know that was based on a real story, and I can't think of who it was. But yeah, but I guess is it harder to come back 5 years of not playing, and become a professional baseball player or a football player? I mean, that's,
you could make an argument for both.
Yeah.
I just think the physical aspect of playing football, like,
yeah,
that first hit that he takes, he's going to realize, I can do this, or maybe this wasn't a good idea.
He's going to feel it. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll see. He's playing Sunday, I'm assuming.
We'll see. It hasn't been announced yet, but I hope so, just to see how this plays out.
Maybe they'll put him in like towards the end of the game just to make sure he's got his sea legs back.
Why not? We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We've got Smuggler's Blues story. This is great.
It's a losing proposition, but one you can't refuse. It's the politics of contraband. It's the smuggler's blues.
Oh, my buddy Tim DeBusk, the paranormal hunter, just sent me a message. The movie that I'm talking about is called The Hill, like a pitch, like the pitcher's mound, The Hill. But it's got Dennis Quaid in it. You might check it out. So this story, this made me laugh. Somebody's Christmas feast was confiscated by prison guards. This is great. So this happened down in Bishopville, South Carolina. And the guards there say somebody used a drone to try to smuggle items into the prison. So, you attach them to the drone, you fly it over the prison yard, and then you drop it. And the hope is that the right prisoner finds the contraband, right? Well, it turns out that a guard actually found it. And here's and they don't know who did this. They don't know who was flying the drone. They don't know who it was intended for. But here's what they dropped. This sounds like a Christmas feast to me for somebody who's in jail. The drop included a steak, crab legs, Old Bay seasoning, a carton of cigarettes, and some marijuana. That sounds like a Christmas party, doesn't it? A little bit. My question is, having never been in prison, how do you cook a steak in the slammer? How do you it wasn't pre-cooked. I saw the pictures. They posted pictures on social media. How do you prepare crab legs in prison without anybody knowing it? Interesting. But the investigation continues. They don't know who did it, but yeah, sadly, somebody's Christmas feast was confiscated.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, I'll be back. I got to go get my guest.
An increase in holiday travel is expected. We'll have latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show. The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So we were just talking before the break about a baseball movie, and we didn't know what the title was. It's Dennis Quaid, and he plays an aging dad who's a high school baseball coach. Turns out he's got a rocket for an arm. So what was, Parker, somebody called in with the details. So
Yeah.
I thought it was The Hill.
It's called The Rookie.
The Rookie.
Yeah, but Dennis Quaid is also in a different baseball movie called The Hill. He's in both movies.
So do you have any idea what the premise of The Hill is? I mean, I know the Rookie story. I just explained it.
Yeah, The Hill it's the story of Ricky Hill. He's the son of a traveling pastor, and he overcomes some physical obstacles to play in the majors.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a great scene in The Rookie where he's Dennis Quaid's character is sort of, and that's based on a true story, isn't it? I feel like it is.
The Rookie?
Isn't The
Or
Rookie
The
based
Hill?
on a true story?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yep.
So there's this great scene where he's sort of questioning whether or not he can really throw like at 95 miles an hour as like a 40-year-old high school baseball coach. And he goes out to a country road that has one of those speed detector thing. Like it says, you're going this fast, right? And he goes up there and he throws the ball towards the sign and it reads like 95 or whatever it was. I wonder, so he's been in those two baseball movies. I wonder if he's been in as many baseball movies as Kevin Costner.
I don't know if there's anybody who's been in as many baseball movies as Kevin Costner.
He's been in at least 5.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
He's on the
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams, obviously. What's the one where he plays the pitcher? The Perfect Game. Where is was it that The Perfect Game? Yeah.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham, of course.
Yeah.
There's got to be like several more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know who we could ask? We could ask one of my next guests. Katara Harada is a big baseball fan. He's also the conductor of the Dayton Philharmonic Orchestra. So maybe he knows. Maybe he'll set us straight how many movies Kevin Costner's been in.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now who'd like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and it's a very special time here in the Miami Valley. Of course, it's the holidays and Christmas, and that means the Nutcracker is going to be happening down at the Schuster Center. A long-time collaboration between the Dayton Philharmonic and the Dayton Ballet, and I'm excited to have some folks here tonight. Brittany Laughlin, she is the Vice President of Marketing and Audience Development. She said she doesn't really need to be on the air tonight. But I wanted to give you an introduction nonetheless. And then we've got Kitaro Harada. He is the maestro and conductor of the Dayton Philharmonic. He's been on the show before. And as I mentioned earlier, the only maestro who's ever been on the show. That's exciting. And then we have Brandon Ragland. He is the artistic director of the Dayton Ballet. Gentlemen, and Brittany, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate you coming in tonight. This is always a fun time. I love talking about the arts in Dayton and Philharmonic and the Dayton Ballet.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So it opens this Saturday.
Yes,
right.
13th at the Schuster Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Weather is supposed to be cold. It's perfect opportunity to come see Nutcracker.
See all the snow on and off stage.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's going to put you in the Christmas spirit for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I got a couple of questions because I love artistic collaboration. I love the creatives. You know, you guys are just the best. When you are trying to put together a show that has such a long tradition, it's been done many, many times. One, you know, how do you keep it so fresh and engaging for people to come back over and over and over? And the music obviously is already done. It's classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. It's wonderful. How do you put that collaboration together? You know, like how do you guys, I just love that creative process.
Yeah, we're at DPA. We're extremely lucky because this is Brandon's original version of the Nutcracker, and it's year 2.
Yeah, year 2.
Everything is completely new, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's just it's a great like circumstance because the premiere of this production was last year, so it got this fresh take, you know, different. I bring to it a different perspective. There were things that I wanted to do differently. Instead of the land of the sweets, it's the land of time. So that's something different. And instead of, you know, different food and drink based things, I made references to different toys and trinkets that you see in Act 1.
Right.
So that's something that's a little that's something
I saw it last year.
So that's something that's really different, and we also do small nudges to Dayton because it was very important for me as a choreographer for this production to have those elements be specific to Dayton, like some of the inventions and some of the toys and trinkets that are in Drosselmeyer's shop. We call them little nuggets, little things that people spot and notice, the airplane and the cash register and you know, all of those things that Dayton is such a city known for its innovation. So I wanted to keep that going all the way through.
Can you work in a box of Cheez-It?
Oh, absolutely. We can. That's one of the things we can do to re-zhuzh it up, right?
Yeah.
I'll be eating a box of Cheez-It in the pit.
Can you do that?
We can make this happen.
Yeah. And we're so lucky too. Yeah. we're lucky too that, you know, because it's the DPAA is the opera, ballet, and philharmonic, we get to collaborate so easy. You know, it's just a matter of walking down to his office, you know, when he's in town and saying, hey, I want to try this. I want to do this. And our collaboration is so much more smooth because we're able to talk. We've been talking about this, you know, for a while now.
Yeah,
month and a half of tempo and atmosphere.
Exactly.
And it was really cool to see. I watched Kay do the first orchestra read last night, and even his take on, the sounds and what he was trying to get the musicians to do in terms of transitions was really great.
So that brings up my next question. So with this piece of music that has been around for, I don't know, hundreds of years. Yeah. How do you approach it differently each time? Or,
Gotcha.
I mean, how do you, because it is what it is,
Well,
right?
there was a survey once upon a time of the most numbered played classical music ever written, and by far Nutcracker is at the very, very top, like way top, because every country most likely is going to have a ballet company, and they always play Nutcracker for the winter. So I would say like 90% of the population probably has heard the Nutcracker somewhere.
Right. Oh,
and so fresh. And then everyone has a memory towards Nutcracker. Maybe they saw it as a child. Maybe they saw it with a grandparent, or maybe they saw it as an adult. They went on a date on Nutcracker. So there's memories that brings back, and it comes from the music. It may come from the production too, but it's that oral, once you hit December, you hear it. Yup, you're like, okay, it's December. Got to think about Christmas gifts. Got to think about ballet. And so it never gets tiring. It never gets boring. It's always fresh. And as far as the interpretation, like we at Dayton Ballet, we have multiple casts that are involved in the production because we do, multiple performances. So every time I'm on the podium, I may have a different cast in front of me. So I have to feel the energy of today's cast, and then see when they're breathing, see their tendencies of when they're jumping, and then adjust to the flow. So no two performances are the same. It keeps the orchestra on their toes, and it keeps the music live.
It also keeps the dancers on their toes too.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Well, I was just going to ask. Kay just mentioned wonder jumping. So, what is wonder jumping? I love that. What is that phrase, or what is that?
That's a K phrase.
I thought maybe it was like
it's not a official term.
But you know what? It should be.
Right.
Just wonder jumping.
Well, in particular, what I think about too is there's particularly the Waltz of the Snowflakes, which is probably some of my favorite music, choreographing to that. There's a lot of jumping, and I always say it's in a winter wonderland. It is, and the music helps just give this rich layer of breath to it. And I heard Kay talking last night to the musicians about the breath and give it a little bit more. How can you really make those accents so clear? And he referred to, what Tchaikovsky originally put in the score to like really draw that out. He meant that that's there for a reason. And even that context, like the next time they played a certain part, it sounded so different because those musicians are, they're artists as well. So they're putting their take, on the strings or the trumpets or, the woodwinds. It's such a magical space. And I think that's what keeps people coming, because no two performances are the same, but then B, you're getting these live musicians playing this beautiful music. You're getting the live dancers in real time. And even though the score is the same, my choreography is the same from year to year, there's just a different breath because they're humans interpreting.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the dancers and the key players in this, because in years past we've been able to have dancers on the show, and I love ballet dancers. My mom was a ballet dancer.
Amazing.
Yeah, she actually, and I always tell this story, but my mom took classes from Miss Joe at the Dayton Ballet a long time ago.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the dancers. Who are the key players? Who should people be looking for? I mean, you want to look for all of them, obviously, but who are people going to see?
Yeah, well, it centers around, a young girl, Clara, and what she is experiencing through her eyes, what this, holiday season, this time period, what that journey is, and it goes into her imagination. So with, you have Clara, and then in my version, she transforms into an older Clara. So she dreams herself into what would her journey be as she begins to grow older, and then she encounters, you can't think about Nutcracker without thinking about the Rat King. She encounters, this is her version of that scary, things that she may have experienced as a child, that they get bigger. You have the Rat King, you have the snow scene, so there's the Snow King and Queen, which also play a vital part, and then ultimately, the Sugar Plum Fairy. Like, a lot of that's the role that a lot of young dancers look up to. But you're absolutely right. The whole cast is just, it's really, I'm very proud, because the dancers really do take to all of the roles and really push them forward, and the choreography does push them, and they also bring themselves into the role. So it's a really beautiful production, if I say so myself.
Sure. Yeah.
But also the real winners are the kids.
Yeah.
To see their faces and see them interact with the professional dancers is really, like, part of my favorite about the Nutcracker, because it's so many people's gateways. And like you said, like your mom took from Miss Joe.
Sure.
Well, we have parents whose children are now in the Nutcracker, that they were also in the Nutcracker. So there's this through line of
generational,
like, now, generational people, are still taking part in this wonderful tradition.
Wow. So it opens on the 13th, this Saturday. And Qatar, you're going to be doing
the first 2 days.
The first 2 days.
Yeah, 3 performances.
Okay. And then who's conducting after that?
Isaac Celia, our staff conductor, is conducting the rest of the run.
Okay. So if you want tickets to this, where should they go? I'm going to put you on the spot there, Brittany.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You can get tickets at the Schuster Center box office. You can also get tickets at DaytonPerformingArts.org.
Awesome. And it runs through the 22nd.
Through Monday the 22nd.
Right. So there's plenty of opportunity to go and see this great performance and this great Dayton tradition, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute, and we'll wrap up, and we'll hit on the tickets and all that again here in a minute.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D. H.
Oh.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
A much bigger round of snow is coming tomorrow night. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And in the studio with me, we've got some folks here from the Dayton Performing Arts Alliance. We got Brittany, we got Katara, we got Brandon, and we're talking about Nutcracker, which premieres this Saturday.
Yep.
Right? Yep. And it's got the Dayton Philharmonic providing the music and the Dayton Ballet. It's a great tradition, and I'm so thrilled that you guys came on the show tonight.
No, thank you for having us.
I really appreciate it. Brittany, hit us one more time. Tickets you can get at Schuster, and what's the website people can go to?
DaytonPerformingArts.org.
Excellent. So after we get through the holidays and the Nutcracker, what is on the agenda for the Philharmonic and the Dayton Ballet? Can we talk about it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Once January hits, we have Masterworks series concert towards the end of January. And that's sort of like the portrait of me through music. So we are featuring the music of a Japanese composer, Akutagawa, and then we're also featuring Shostakovich. And the reason why this is significant is because I studied in Russia, and so I'm a Japanese person who went to Russia to study music.
Oh, wow.
And then
Right.
This is a Japanese composer that we're featuring who disappeared from Japan, all of a sudden found himself in the Soviet Union because he wanted to go and make friends with Shostakovich and Prokofiev. He is the first Japanese person who ever got published in the Soviet Union, illegally disappeared from Russia and came back to Japan. It's a fascinating story.
Interesting.
And it's his first symphony, which sounds just like a Russian piece. So I'm coupling that with his influence.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Brandon, how about the Dayton Ballet?
Dayton Ballet will be performing in February, third weekend in February, and we'll be doing The Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
so again, another classic along the ballet canon. And, the first time Dayton Ballet has performed the full length. So we will be doing the full length classical ballet.
Excellent.
Also with the Philharmonic Orchestra.
Big orchestra for that one too.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to that as well. Well, folks, thanks for being on the show tonight. Have a terrific Christmas season. And thank you for all you do for the arts community here in Dayton. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Great stuff. I will be back tomorrow just after 5 o'clock. Don't forget you can get the podcast of the show at eveningedgetodd.com and all your favorite podcast platforms. Have a terrific Wednesday night, and we'll see you tomorrow here on the Evening Edge.
That's it, we're done.
Over already?
Yeah, should have been here sooner.
Game over! Sorry, guys, I gotta run, but there will be another show. When?
Sure, I'll be back tomorrow. Same crap, different day.
At least he's consistent.
Good night, everybody!
Yeah, I'm finished. Thanks for watching, everybody, on the live stream. Have a good one.